Millions of fans tune in to watch the Super Bowl, hoping to witness history. And over the decades, we've seen moments so unforgettable they're still replayed today. From game-winning catches to plays that defied belief, these are the top 10 most iconic Super Bowl plays. This is part 1. And trust me, you'll want to stick around until the end because these plays shaped NFL history. Number 10. James Harrison's 100-yard interception return in Super Bowl XL33, 2009. Let's kick things off with one of the craziest plays ever. James Harrison's 100-yard interception return in Super Bowl XL33. The Steelers were leading the Cardinals, but Arizona was on the verge of scoring before halftime. Then, out of nowhere, Harrison snatched Kurt Warner's pass at the goal line. What followed looked like a defensive lineman turned marathon runner. He rumbled, dodged, stumbled, and somehow dragged himself all the way across the field. 100 yards later, he collapsed into the end zone, completely gassed. That play flipped the game, set a Super Bowl record, and reminded us that even the biggest guys can have the biggest moments. Number 9. Malcolm Butler's goal line interception in Super Bowl XL49, 2015. Number 9 is a play that shocked the world. Patriots versus Seahawks, Super Bowl XL49. The Seahawks had the ball on the 1-yard line with less than a minute left. The Seahawks could have given it to Marshawn Lynch, beast mode himself, but instead, Russell Wilson went for a quick slant. Big mistake. Malcolm Butler, an undrafted rookie, jumped the route and intercepted the pass, sealing the win for New England. Fans couldn't believe it. Analysts couldn't believe it. Even Tom Brady looked stunned. It wasn't just a game-winning play. It became one of the most controversial play calls in football history.
Number 8. David Tyree's helmet catch.
The Patriots were undefeated that season, 18-0, looking to cement the greatest season in NFL history. But Eli Manning had other plans. On a critical third down, he somehow escaped a collapsing pocket, breaking free from what looked like a sure sack. He launched a desperate throw downfield to David Tyree, who had only 4 catches all season. Tyree pinned the ball against his helmet while being smothered by Rodney Harrison. Somehow he held on. That catch kept the drive alive, and minutes later, the Giants scored the game-winning touchdown. That single moment crushed New England's perfect season and gave the Giants eternal bragging rights. Number 7 is pure skill. Santonio Holmes' toe-tap touchdown. Same game as James Harrison's return, but this time it was the Steelers' offense delivering the magic. With just 35 seconds left, Roethlisberger threw a dart to the corner of the end zone. Holmes stretched out, toes just barely in bounds, and made the grab. Ref signaled touchdown, and it stood after review. That catch didn't just win the Steelers their 6th Lombardi trophy, it instantly entered the conversation as one of the most clutch catches in Super Bowl history. Number 6 is one of the gutsiest calls ever. The Philly Special. Eagles versus Patriots, Super Bowl LI52. Right before halftime, Philly was facing 4th and goal. Most teams would kick a field goal, but not Doug Peterson. They called a trick play. Quarterback Nick Foles shifted wide. The snap went to Clement, who flipped it to Burton, and Burton lofted a pass to Foles in the end zone. A quarterback catching a touchdown in the Super Bowl? That's unheard of. The crowd went nuts, and the Eagles carried that swagger all the way to their first ever Super Bowl win. To this day, the Philly Special is still one of the boldest calls we've ever seen.
Number 5. John Riggins' 43-yard run.
We're going back to the early 80s. Super Bowl 17. The Washington Redskins trailed the Miami Dolphins by 4 points in the 4th quarter. On a crucial 4th and 1, Joe Gibbs decided to gamble instead of punting. He handed the ball to running back John Riggins. Known as the Diesel, Riggins powered through the line, broke a tackle, and sprinted 43 yards for the touchdown. That run not only gave Washington the lead, it symbolized the power football era of the 80s. It was guts, muscle, and determination rolled into one iconic moment. Number 4. Lynn Swann's circus catches in Super Bowl X, 1976. Number 4 isn't just one play, it's a performance. Super Bowl X, Steelers versus Cowboys. Wide receiver Lynn Swann put on a show for the ages. He made twisting, leaping, acrobatic grabs that looked more like ballet than football. One catch, where he stretched fully horizontal and snagged the ball mid-air, became instantly legendary. Swann finished with 161 yards on just 4 receptions, earning Super Bowl MVP. The first wide receiver to ever do it. To this day, fans still call it one of the most graceful performances in NFL history. Number 3. Marcus Allen's 74-yard reverse run in Super Bowl XVIII, 1984. At number 3, Marcus Allen gave us a highlight that plays in every Super Bowl montage. Raiders versus Washington. The Raiders already led big, but Allen delivered the knockout punch. He took a handoff, started left, cut back right, found a hole, and then exploded downfield for a 74-yard touchdown. What made it iconic was the way he changed direction in the middle of the field, almost gliding, leaving defenders chasing shadows. It was the perfect combination of vision, speed, and instinct. That play cemented Allen's MVP award and the Raiders' dominance that night. Number 2. Adam Vinatieri's game-winning field goals in Super Bowl 36 and 38. Number 2 goes to a kicker. Yes, a kicker. But Adam Vinatieri wasn't just any kicker. He was the clutchest kicker in NFL history. In Super Bowl 36 against the Rams, he nailed a 48-yard field goal as time expired, giving the Patriots their very first Super Bowl title. 2 years later, in Super Bowl 38, he did it again, drilling another last-second kick to beat the Panthers. These moments didn't just win games, they launched the Patriots' dynasty. Without Vinatieri's ice-cold kicks, the Tom Brady era might not even have begun.
Number 1. The helmet catch and the follow-up touchdown, Super Bowl XLII, 2008. Yes, we mentioned David Tyree's helmet catch in Part 1, but it wasn't the end of the story. And that's why it takes the number 1 spot. After Tyree's miracle grab, the Giants still needed to score. With just 35 seconds left, Eli Manning found Plaxico Burress wide open in the end zone for the go-ahead touchdown. That final drive, capped by Tyree's impossible catch and Burress's dagger, delivered one of the biggest upsets in sports history, ending the Patriots' perfect season. It wasn't just one play. It was a sequence of plays that proved legends are made in the Super Bowl.
And that's our countdown of the most iconic Super Bowl plays. Which one's your favorite? Drop it in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell. More Top 10 sports videos are on the way. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.